get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word, man? How everybody doing out there, man? Hope everybody had a great week, man. Let's have a great weekend, man. And I appreciate everybody who watched my Staying Out the Way mini-series, man. I'm just trying to do something new, y'all. That's it, man. I feel like I got to show y'all my message, man. Like, I can tell y'all all up here all day after a video what you should do and what you shouldn't do, staying out the way this, staying out the way that. But I feel like, let me tell it to you on my mini-series, man. Like, where you can actually see real-life experiences, how hard it is, man, to deal with temptation and to stay your ass out the way. So all I ask is y'all just work with me. You know, as time go up, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get things right. And I'm going to make sure everything will be straight for y'all, man. But just, I hope y'all enjoy the Staying Out the Way mini-series, man. Shout out to everybody that watched it, man. But let's get it, man. Appreciate everybody for turning me up, man. We trying to keep going up. Let's go, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Send it to somebody. I don't care what state you in. I don't care what country you in. Send it to somebody. Somebody knows somebody. Let's get it. Keep going up, man. We need the message out there everywhere, man. Like, share, and subscribe. That's what we got to do, man. Let's keep it going, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's weekend banger time. It's weekend banger time, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. It's weekend banger time. And I got y'all, man. And the story I got for y'all today is called Predators at the Poker Table. Facts, man. Predators at the poker table, man. And the whole crazy thing about this story right here, y'all, is that this all happened when I had like a month left. Maybe a month and a week, but this was like 2 months at the most. But I was about to go home when this situation happened, man. So we on Greensville for this story right here, man. 2017. Yeah, the beginning of the year, kind of. I think it's the end of April, beginning of March. One of the two. But I'm about to go home, man. So, like, I already told y'all in my old stories, everybody that follows my stories, that I heard my stories, when I was in Greensville, I was in the short pod. I was in the pod where dude's supposed to be going home at. You know what I mean? But this particular pod I was in, like, it was kind of different. It wasn't a go home pod. It was a go home slash let the lifers come in, let them try to go home, and the dudes that's going home actually, and a couple of regular dudes, they in there, and they ain't trying to go home or going home, period. So like the whole pod was just like a crazy Ponzi scheme. No bullshit. And I say that because it's like, if I'm about to go home, why I'm around a bunch of lifers? Why you got me around a bunch of regular dudes? Now, at the end of the day, I'm in prison. I understand that. But these are their rules. They say they got re-entry programs that you're supposed to go to when you about to go home. This is what you're supposed to do. So I feel like if that's going to be the case, you need to have me around people that's going home. I don't need to be around nobody that I think that's going to slit my damn throat. I don't need to be around these people, y'all. So, like, when it came to the party I was in, when I was about to go to the crib, that junk was different, y'all. It was super duper different, man. This is my word, it was different. But I can remember a time, man, this is crazy that all this happened right before I went to the crib. But y'all ride with me on this one, man. I can remember a time, man, out of nowhere, they moved these two dudes in the pod, man. Out of nowhere. And I really didn't know these dudes, but I'll say like a month and a half prior to these two dudes moving in, they moved a dude in the pod named Frank. Now, he's a predator. I'm going to start off by saying that he's a predator, and Frank is his name. And if anybody knows, his name is Old Head Frank from Danville, man. That's who he is, man. Like, really, when he moved in the pod, I was short as hell then, but like, I just didn't really like dude. I didn't like how he, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you can do what you got to do to make your beard go smooth, but he was actually one of the dudes that they moved into the short pod / the lifers pod, and he was just a dude that was kind of like still crazy on bidding. The way he bid and did his time, it was like he was still on like maniac mode. Like he just like gambling, trying to hurt people, poking his chest out. Like it was wild. And like, I'm not saying don't nobody from Danville go hard. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like Greensville was different. It wasn't like the spots I've been at, kind of like where I'm not saying a dude from Danville wouldn't have, you know what I mean, a whole lot of heart and nothing like that, because there are dudes from Danville that definitely do got heart. But like, he was just running around like his ass was from the all Tidewater. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and he was older than us. Like, he was an older dude. He was probably like early 50s, and he already been down a little minute too. So like, that probably had a, you know what I mean? That probably was the reason why he ran around the way he ran around. And he actually got out the hole and they put him in our pod. So sometimes, I understand if the prison needs space, our pod, whatever pod has a bed, they gonna put you in there. Now, at the same time, he's in there. When he moved in, he see what the pod was. You know what I mean? He saw that it was dudes in there, like 60%, 75% of dudes that's going home. And he seen it was the old dudes in there that was actually trying to go home as well. But they actually have life sentences, a lot of years. So they was trying to work their programs and like work for the administration and try to do what they got to do to go to the crib. So when he came in, he actually knew one of the older dudes that was in there. You know what I mean? So he's in the pod. And when I see him in the pod off the rip, like he just kind of like, I wasn't even really saying no. I never really said any words to this guy at all. All I used to do was just come out, work out, get on the phone, you know what I mean? Mind my goddamn business. Stay out the way. That was it. I knew I was about to go home. When you nuts, y'all think I'm that crazy that I'll mess my time up? Now, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes things come up no matter how much time you got. You gotta do what you gotta do. But at the same time, though, like, I'm just minding my damn business. So he comes in the pod off the rip. You know what I mean? I see he's the dude that's loud as hell. He know everybody in this building. You know what I mean? When we go outside, he loud as hell. He know everybody on that side of the yard. You know what I mean? He getting the little drugs. You know what I mean? He was a dude that actually loved the scripts. And like I told y'all, people that don't know scripts are the Sabasi, if I'm saying it right. I don't know. Y'all know I'm country as hell. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But that's what the scripts are. And they took over prison. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, right now, I talk to somebody, man. Dudes are telling me that weed is marijuana is almost extinct in prison. And that's hard to believe. God, thank you I'm not in there no more. Please, thank God. My man said marijuana is almost extinct. And you know why? Because now they have the weed synthetically. Like, they have it, like, it's different. I'm not going to say how they have it, but they got it differently. You know what I mean? And I feel like they say it's an easier way, but at the same time, they say it'd be that K2. So I couldn't have been smoking what they doing, man. You know what I mean? And that's what they got in prison right now. But when Scripps came, Scripps took over. Scripps took over prison, man. I'm telling you why, because it wasn't that expensive and it hit you like heroin and you be high as hell. So the dudes that like that type of high, they was going crazy over that. So like it kind of pushed the D block out the way when I was on Lawrenceville slightly. Like dudes that get the D block kind of before I went to Greensville, and like you really get stuck with it. If you didn't know a dude that damn near buy all of it, you might get stuck with it. And that's because the Scripps running around. So that's what dudes used to get. So the old head dude Frank, he loved the Scripts. So that's all he used to do is run around, try to get the Scripts. After he get the Scripts, he want to come back to the pod. He want to open up a poker game and play poker. That's all he used to want to do. So look, this is when he first moved in the pod. This man been in the pod. I seen all this from him within like 4 days. So I'm like, I'm looking from afar on this one, y'all. Like, I'm seeing like, y'all got to understand, people who ain't never been to prison, like when you short, like when you about to really, like when you can smell the streets, like, damn, I done my time. I made it through the gauntlet. So that's all I'm doing is just playing the cut and watching a bunch of maniacs, because that pod became a maniac pod. Bunch of stuff happened in the pod through my 1 year in there. But when I got to the end, close to the end, I just seen a bunch of stuff going on. It was just wild. So look, the dude Frank, he ran the poker game. And as he ran the poker game, it was a few dudes in there, a couple of blood dudes, a dude here and there. They like to play poker. And where I used to work out in them, like we used to work out sometime in the evening, but usually we'll work out like after lunch or something like that. But even after lunch, when we used to work out, we would see the dude Frank. He would always want to be the dude that runs the poker game. Now, running the poker game in prison is basically you have control of all the chips. You're distributing out all the money, and on top of that, you're responsible for all the money. So if you run the game, kind of like it's at your advantage because you actually cut every hand on the poker table. Regardless if you look at your hand, you play every hand, but you can fold your hand and just cut the money at the end. Dudes throwing a bunch of money around, you might cut $10 a hand. So like, it's good money. You don't supposed to lose when you're the house man. So that's why Frank, old larceny predator ass, wanted to goddamn run the game every time. So he was the dude running out there every time with his laundry bag. And I ain't gonna lie, he used to be strapped. I used to be over there working. I used to see him come out with a decent amount of stuff, bunch of tuna fishes and sausages and cheese, a whole bunch of shit that I'm so glad I don't have to eat anymore. But he used to come out with a bunch of the zoom zooms and wham whams, and he used to be like he running the game. So a lot of dudes used to like to play poker, but they didn't want to run the game. See, where I left at, and when I used to gamble and on Sussex and on Lawrenceville, dudes used to love to run the game. That's because there used to be a rotation of dudes that had bread that was playing poker, and dudes used to wait their turn. It'll go in a circle. This your night, this your day. I got it after you. I got it after you. And dudes used to wait their turn because it was poker. That's all it was. In this pod, it was slight poker until Frank moved in, and now he trying to crank it up. And I won't knocking him for doing it. You know what I mean? It's prison at the end of the day. I'm just trying to carry my ass home. So as he at the poker game, dudes like I can tell, like, you know what I mean? I play poker, so I can tell dudes is kind of like a little upset about how the game is being ran. Now, I knew the little blood dude they used to play the poker with him, and I ended up asking him one day, like, yo, what the hell be going on at the poker table? He was like, man, I think OG be cheating, man. I'm like, what? He was like, man, I think old head be cheating, man. That's my word, man. He was like, man, he got down, you know what I mean? He was like, we come out to play, you know what I mean? He tell bro to cut the cards, and he, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, he got a wheel. Now, a wheel is when you playing Paduki. Paduki is 4 cards. You can have an ace. You got to have an ace, a club, a heart, and a diamond. Now, in that suit, in those 4 suits, you want to have 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have 1, 2, 3, 4, is a good hand. If you have 1, 2, 3, 5 is a good hand. Like anything low is a good hand. You know what I mean? So like if you got 1, 2, 3, 4, that's an automatic win off the rip. Nobody can beat that. So they said, bro, the dude Frank used to be dealing his hand, and he'll end up catching wheels. So they was like, they ain't really like it. You know what I mean? They was like, they ain't really like it. So boom, out of nowhere, a white boy moved in the pod. Now, this white boy moved in the pod, it was the same routine as how Frank moved in the pod. When Frank moved in the pod, like I told y'all, he came from the hole. Now, when this white dude moved in the pod, he just came in out of nowhere. Now, I'm not gonna say this dude's name, man. You know what I mean? Because this is getting a little touchy. I ain't even gonna lie, and I ain't out here to ruin lives. I'm just out here to give y'all my life story experiences that I witnessed. But I'm not gonna say his name, man. But for that reason, we're gonna call him Tommy. So boom, Tommy moved in the pod. When Tommy moved in the pod, off the rip, I'm seeing what type of dude he is, which I'm thinking that he's a freaking psycho because he moved straight in the pod. And on his first night, he came in there like after 6. And then as soon as we come out at the count, he at the poker table with the predator. So I'm like, what the hell going on? Now, we winding the tape back slightly. I'm calling the dude Frank a predator because, of course, I got the word that bro wild. Like I could tell he wild. Now I didn't witness witness nothing from him of messing with homosexuals, but he has been down like a dub already. You know what I mean? Maybe more. I don't know. I know it was like a dub. And plus, you know what I mean? Dudes was saying he was at this spot and he was in this building. This was going on. My man that I used to go to school with, he told me, oh, you in the pod with a psychopath. He told me off the rip how dude would get down. So they saying dude MO is kind of like baiting you in type of MO. Now, baiting you in plus liking homosexuals equals a predator in my book. I don't know about y'all, but that equals out to a predator in my damn book. So that's why I call him a predator. But the white dude, Tommy, moving the pod, and he kind of looked like he was a cool white dude. I'm not even going to say he was a white dude that act black, but you can tell he was a white dude that had a slight little bit of flavor with him, slightly paused. Like he kind of like probably used to be around black people, but he didn't act black, wear his clothes black. He just was a white dude, you know what I mean? Probably like in his middle 20s. And, you know, he was cool as hell. So boom, when I look up, he's at the poker table, you know what I mean? So I come downstairs, I'm like, damn, bro, this moved in. He at the poker table with dude that they be saying cheating. And I know this dude a predator, so he's at the poker table with him. You know what I mean? They playing poker. Couple of other dudes, few other dudes coming in and play poker. The white boy Tommy win. he win a little bit of change. I see when it was locked down, dude was paying him his bread. You know what I mean? He won a little bit of money. So the next day go by, you know what I mean? He's doing the same thing. He's down there with the dude Frank playing poker. You know what I mean? This went on for like probably about 3 days straight. So now the weekend hits. So when the weekend hits, Tommy turned out to be a dude that actually goes to the visiting room and get the package. Now, like I told y'all, I'm in the cut, so I don't give a damn what a dude do, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. But sometimes Tommy used to go get the weed, you know what I mean? And the reason why I knew this is because the dude that was in the building, that I was in the pod with, he used to smoke weed. He didn't fuck with that K2 bullshit either. So he used to come tell me when the weed used to be in the building. So he the one turned me on that the dude that just moved in the pod this week went to the V room and got some weed and scripts. Now I don't deal with the scripts. The dude I'm talking about dealing with the scripts, but he deals with scripts and weed. But I'm trying to get some weed. So he tell me the bro told me got the weed. I go holler at him. That's when I learned that he actually is a cool white dude. You know what I mean? Super cool. I'm talking about like extra cool, man. So as time go on, you know what I mean? Probably like another week, Tommy go over there and get the scripts again. So on the second time around him getting the scripts, the last time of him getting the scripts, I knew that he dealt with Frank. I know for a fact Frank grabbed something, you know what I mean? I could tell he was high as hell in the pod, but it was cool because our whole pod was high. When he went and got that, the whole pod was high. Tommy didn't have to worry about somebody robbing him or nothing like that because at the end of the day, if something go crazy, you already know you're on the first trip out of that pod. Now, you can do that to the white boy, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to last in that pod after that situation. So he was kind of like, he felt safe, you know what I mean? He had a couple of white friends that he dealt with, you know what I mean? He dealt with a lot of black dudes too, but like, he just was dealing with the freaking predator. So, boom. Another week go by, he go back and get some more scripts. This time he didn't get no weed. He just came back with the scripts. He get the scripts, you know what I mean? He made his little money, you know what I mean? But he's one of them dudes that get high himself. So he's actually getting high and playing poker with the maniac predator, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at the whole thing. I'm watching it, you know what I mean? I'm like, and sometimes I ain't even gonna lie, like at night, if I was waiting on the phone, I'll come up and, you know, dudes do this in prison. Dudes know what I'm talking about. Like, I'll just come up to the poker table and just observe, you know what I mean? Just watch. And dudes that do that, even if you ain't spending no money, you ain't playing and none of that. I just used to be right there watching because I play poker. So I'm just looking, you know what I mean? Of course, I'm not going to play. You know what I mean? I'm watching and I'm seeing how the old head play. I'm like, he lining these dudes. I already know what he's doing. He's doing the rope-a-dope. Now, the rope-a-dope on the poker table is when you give up a lot of hands and then you hit them hard at the end. You hit them because hands can go like a dude can have $200 worth of chips. And like I told y'all, if you're the house man, you have unlimited worth of chips. Like you have the stack of chips in front of you. You giving the money out. So you have unlimited money. You're the house. So you can cover any bet. So if a dude that's winning got $200, you know what I mean, worth of chips, which is a lot of damn chips, and he's in a hand and he's playing, he like, I raise you 50. The house man can be like, or he might be like, I'm raising, because dudes be raising. You know, when you raise, you trying to win the pot. So when a dude might be like, hey, I'm raising $100. The house man could be like, I called 100. He'd be like, I called 100 and I raise you all in. Now, if you got a good hand, you're saying to yourself like, damn, this 200 can be 400. But if you're wrong, that 200 that you sat down there and played all day, that shit can be gone. That shit can be gone just like that in that one hand. And that's what happened. That's what happened. That's word. I'm standing there watching the match. Watching the poker game. And I see the white boy Tommy. He playing. I'm looking at his hand. They're playing the Baduki game I'm telling y'all about. Like the lowest hand win. He has a 7. Now, a 7 is a good hand. That's what dudes are raised with a 6, 7. Those are great hands. You know what I mean? But like I told y'all, it gets lower. And if dudes is drawn and like you can get those lower cards, you can win like that. So he has a 7, which is a good hand. He has 1, 2, 3, 7. He got a great hand. So if you got a 7, you can't even beat his 7 because he has a 1, 2, 3, 7. If a dude got a 2, 3, 4, they can't beat him. So he has a 7. I'm like, oh, this is a good hand. Dude, he called it all in. He pushed all his chips in the middle. As soon as he pushed all his chips in the middle, the predator laid his hand down. He had a 5. I was like, oh. He took the 200. Tommy said, man, goddamn, man. Shit, man. Do it, man. I was like, oh. I'm just standing. This one, I'm not doing this, but I'm saying this in my head. Oh, damn. I'm like, oh. Now, I didn't witness if he cheated or not, but I know he beat Tommy out that hand. Tommy, boom, he lost 200. I don't know. You know, sometimes you might be down 50 and then you up $1.50, or you might be down 100 and you up 100 with $200 in chips. So if you lose 200, that means you're back down again. So I'm like, damn, I felt so bad. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, I just tell him, I was like, bro, I would just call that shit too, bro. You ain't do nothing wrong. So he's sick. He ordered some more money. Long story short, he sat down there and got drugged. He sat down there and got drugged. The dude, Frank, drugged him. I'm like, damn. So I see him talk to him at the end of the joint. He bring him a big old bag of stuff. You know what I mean? And then he talked to him. So I guess he was telling him that I got you on the weekend. That's the only thing I can think of. Got him on the weekend. So I'm like, all right, man, it's crazy. You know what I mean? So boom, the weekend come. He hit Frank off. You know what I mean? Everything going smooth. Everything was smooth. So boom, out of nowhere, 2 dudes moved in the pod, man. Now, I don't know if something happened in another building that they just broke up a pod. Now, they'll do that in prison. If something is crazy is going on in the pod, they'll break up the whole damn pod sometime and move dudes everywhere. Split them up, move you everywhere. So, out of nowhere, 2 dudes moved in the pod. And they came in already established. Like, they had TVs, they had everything, players. They had everything they supposed to have. You know what I mean? So, I could tell they was already on the compound, kind of like the way they knew people and how they moved. Now, it was a dude named Jay, and it was a dude named Reese, and they just moved in the pod. Now, these guys probably was about, I'll say, at least, they was probably about in their late 30s type of dudes, you know what I mean? I knew they were older than me. I was 30, 34, you know what I mean? So I knew they were older than me at this time. So they move in the pod. As soon as they move in the pod, as soon as they come in while we at rec. As soon as they come in here, they go straight to the dude Frank's cell. I'm looking like, damn, y'all cool with bro, a psychopath, man. Word, they go to dude's cell, they over there kicking, laughing, joking, what a poker game at? They talking junk, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, the dude, Frank, he's living like a king. He just beat dude probably out half his pack. He probably had to give him like 10 scripts, which is probably a lot of money, probably like $500 or something like that. He smoked his boots. So he had to pay him a lot of scripts. The dude got massive scripts, you know what I mean? So I'm starting to see now that from him on, the dude Tommy on the dude Frank, they're kind of getting more acquainted slightly, you know what I mean? And when I say that, I'm noticing now, like I told y'all, in that pod, they had like a back area, which was like a door you can walk in, which was crazy. Like you can go to a door in the back of the pod, open it, walk in, and it's like a little area, like a closet. But on the one side, it was the pod that was next to us, and they had the same setup. So if you wanted to pass something to the other pod, you can do it. Like you wouldn't be able to see them. Like you can talk to dudes and everything from the other jump. You just can't see them because they're on the other side, but you can actually stick your arm out and pass stuff. Now that same area leads to another back door, which leads to our back out to where our yard is at. Their yard on Greensville is in the backyard. So like that's what that is for. So the upstairs will come from, it's a door that go upstairs. It's weird. Like that joint is weird. They'll come from upstairs and they'll go out like, but that back area was like the smoke cage. So I would see Tommy go back there and he'll always be back there smoking cigarettes and weed, sometimes K2 with the dude Frank. So I see the dude Frank, I can see it in his eyeballs that he's lusting slightly. You know what I mean? He's probably not giving it up nowadays. You know what I mean? At that particular time. But I used to be back there working out, and we working out on the steps doing push-ups. Boom, like we're doing push-ups like this on the steps. If I look this way, the door is right there. I'll say probably like 5 feet right there where we working out at on Greensville. So I would see them in the joint, you know what I mean, inside the little room smoking, and I would see the dude Frank, and he'll just be twinkling up. Frank was like a bald head, kind of tall, dark brown skinned dude, man. He was a little taller than me. You know what I mean? It looked like he used to work out back in the day. He wasn't big or nothing like that or skinny. He just had a regular size. He was a regular size dude that just was really tough still at his age. And he didn't care about the young generation coming in. He didn't care nothing about that. He was the type of dude that was going to do what he was going to do. So as I'm watching this predator kind of lust off Tommy now slightly, you know what I mean? I'm just saying to myself, God, just hurry up and get me out. I'm ready to go home, God, man. Please make this little time go by fast. I know I'm going home. I ain't complaining or nothing, but I'm trying to dip. So boom, now the dudes who came in there, the dudes Jay, you know what I mean? He trying to get in the poker game, you know what I mean? He trying to get in the poker game. They playing poker. Now a lot more other dudes start playing poker now. Now there's new money in the pod. The dude Jay and his managers came in, they playing poker. So boom, Frank running the game as usual. This time Tommy didn't play. So they playing, you know what I mean? Everything was normal, everything was normal, everything was normal, everything was normal. So boom, the dude Jay so happened to be friends with the dude that was a blood that I told y'all be going to the poker table. Now the dude that's a blood that be going to the poker table, me and him used to have the same morning program class. I told me and him was about to go home. I was going home in March. He was going home probably like in July. But still, he was still all right. Even though he was a game member, he was still all right. And I can't even remember bro's name, man. That's my word. I can't remember his name. But he was super cool. We were both about to go home. You know what I mean? We was in there and we was chilling. So boom. He tell me one day we was in the class. He said, look, bro. He said, man, this is my word. He said, Jay and that dude that moved in, that be messing with Frank. He was like, look. He was like, man, this is my word, bro. He said, man, they love dude to death. He said, they'll do anything dude say. I was like, what? He was like, man, that's my word. He's like, bro, I just go to the poker table to donate because I'm about to go home, bro. He said, man, for real, I think them niggas be cheating. All them niggas in cahoots. He said, I know they all in cahoots. I said, what? He said, man, bro, I'm telling you, I think all of them be cheating, bro. And he was like, man, that's why I wouldn't even tell nobody to go down there. He was like, Tommy, dumbass, he keep trying to go down there and play. He said, you see, he ain't come down there since them dudes got in the pod. I'm like, you right. I'm like, that shit crazy, man. I'm like, man, it's crazy. I was like, man, for real, man. I was like, dude, I was like, man, I wouldn't even want to be in the pod with the dude, Frank. I was like, because I know he a predator. I done seen a million predators. He was like, man, watch, they gonna end up lining his dumb ass up. Watch. I'm like, man, it's crazy, man. So boom. Now it's a poker game going on. You know what I mean? I told you a few other dudes starting to play now that the new dudes is in the pod. Frank got his little homeboys in there now with him. You know what I mean? So they playing. He's seeming like he's invincible now that he has other people around him at this poker table. So, you know, he's standing there with his foot on the bench looking all strong, playing poker. Next thing you know, Tommy get on the phone. Tommy get off the phone and come straight to the poker game. And this was on a Thursday. So boom. While he go to the poker game, he playing, you know what I mean? And as he playing, all of them playing. Next thing you know, I see Jay, as I'm working out, I see Jay collecting a lot of chips. The dude Jay just won, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, it's crazy, man. You know what I mean? Come in and jump. They spank. I don't know if Tommy lost this day, but they end up spanking another dude that was in our party that played poker. They beat him out of like 80, 90 bucks, smoked him a little bit of all the food he had left. Give Frank all that. Frank gave it all to Jay, or they split it, whatever they did. So Tommy's still at the poker game. Like, they playing every day. They play every day, man. So Tommy's going around borrowing hygiene and all type of stuff. He pull up on me. Now, I don't have a lot of stuff at this time. For real. I had stopped eating soups. I had stopped eating all that shit. I was tired of all of that, man. I'm letting you know. I was tired of all that food in there. I was like, I'm about to go to the crib. I don't really want to eat none of this stuff. So I didn't have a lot of stuff. But I also knew that what Tommy was getting himself into. So I felt kind of bad, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. He come to me like, look, bro. He said, look, man. He said, man, I tried to go store box with such and such, man. He won't give me nothing, man. I ain't got time for that, man. He was like, look, bro, all I need is like $25. He said, you got $25 in there? He said, man, if you give me $25, I'll do this for you this weekend. I got you. I was like, bro, look, I got a little bit of bread in there, man. I was like, and for real, I had a little bit of scratch because my wife actually ordered me the holiday pack. I told her don't do it in December. I said, don't do it. But she did it anyway. So she bought me all type of tuna fish and salmon and, you know, all the meats and all the stuff like that. She bought me a bunch of that stuff. So, boom, I had some of that stuff. And those things equaled up fast. Though you can give dudes 3 of those, 4 of those items, and that's $25. So I thought about it. I was like, I had a chicken in there. The chicken is like $8. You know what I mean? The tuna fish on holiday pack is like, I want to say $5. So it was adding up. I got you, bro. I was like, but for real, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, just try to give me some food back. I'm just trying to have something to last me every day till I leave. So he was like, bet. When I get the pack Saturday, I'll just do this. I'm like, bet, that's a bet. I give it to him. Why? Because I actually felt like I wanted to see him beat the Predator. But even though I know, bro, that's the blood that told me the Predator be cheating. So boom, we go back to the table, man. Long story short, he lost that money quick. Now I see him, he's going on paper. Now every time he's ordering money, I see the dude Frank putting him on a piece of paper. Now, if your name is going on a piece of paper when they're gambling, that means your ass is down. I mean, if you on that paper, your ass is down. So boom. Now I see the dude Jay, he got a lot of chips. He got all the chips. So I'm just like, they just tag teaming dudes with the oldest trick in the book. They couldn't go on no other camp or probably another pod and do this shit, man. Because this shit was elementary as hell. Everybody already know they was in cahoots. And that's how I be in prison. Ask anybody that play poker. So look, the dude Jay pull up on me one day out of nowhere. He been winning. You know what I mean? I really don't talk to him at all because he hang with a predator. So since you hang with a predator, you a predator, bro. I'm just trying to get out y'all way for y'all can keep being predators. That's it. So he pull up on me one day. He said, look, bro. He said, bro, look, you about to go home, right? I was like, huh? He was like, you about to go home? I was like, yeah, I'm about to dip soon. What's up? He like, man, look, I'm trying to buy another TV. You know what I mean? He was like, I'm trying to buy another TV, man. He was like, my people's in the next building. He was like, I was like, your peoples? He was like, yeah. He was like, my boy. I was like, bro, come on, that's too much information, bro. I was like, what's up, though? He was like, nah, bro, come on, man. He was like, yeah, my peoples, man. I'm trying to buy him a TV. I'm gonna send him mines, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep yours, you know what I mean? I was like, what you trying to get it? Because nobody has really offered to buy my. I didn't really deal with a lot of dudes in there. I'm like, I'm leaving all my stuff. Now I was on Lawrenceville, it'd been like that, but up there I wasn't on that type of time. I didn't really know what I was gonna do with my stuff. I didn't want it, but I'm just trying to figure out like what I was gonna do with it. He brought an idea, so he was like, look, he was like, bro, I give you $50. He was like, I give you $50 food for the jank. You know what I mean? Now, and you just give me the TV. I know you ain't going nowhere. You just give me the TV when you dip. He was like, you ain't got long left. I was like, nah, for real, I got a couple weeks. You know what I mean? He was like, bet. So boom, the dude Jay brings me the food. He brings me the food, y'all. That's my word. I was like, damn. I took the food. I still got my TV. So boom, Tommy's down there getting smacked at the poker table. You know what I mean? I wanted to ask Jay, like, man, y'all down there smacking white dude head off. You know what I mean? But I didn't. I didn't even ask him. But as I'm looking, I'm like, damn, he getting drugged every day. You know what I mean? Saturday come. He goes to the visiting room. He comes back. Gets on the phone. Now, if anybody ever been to prison, if you come back from the visiting room and you supposed to have the package and you go straight to the phone, everybody knows you don't have the package. Now, sometimes dudes might do that to throw you off, and you know, but Tommy didn't have that package. Everybody knows how Tommy come back from the VI. When he come back from the VI, he running around off the rip. He already talking to the pod across the hall. You see him in a slider. He already hollering at dudes. He got the scripts. So dudes are on him. He comes straight in the pod and hop on the phone. When I look at Frank, he at the poker table and he's watching him. He's like, I'm like, damn, bro ain't got that damn package. And he owe me. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But I'm like, you know what? Even if he don't give me my money, I was like, I'm cool. I go home the week after next. I ain't tripping. God damn it. I was getting arrogant in there with y'all, with them people, y'all. You hear me? I used to tell them, yeah, I go home the week after next. And you talking about, nigga, I ain't no lifer. Nigga, I did my bid. The hell is you talking about? So I didn't really care. But I want my money because if I got food, I'll be able to survive. Like, you got to be able to eat in prison. You don't eat nothing there. Greensville didn't feed you a damn thing. In a chow hall, you got to have your own commissary. So boom. I see him get on the phone. You know what I mean? The dude, Frank, grilling him. Jay looking back. You know what I mean? The other dude that's with him, they looking back. I'm like, damn. He come off the phone. He walk over there. I see him and Frank walk off. They go in the back to the smoking joint, which isn't far from the poker table. They go in there and they talking. The next thing you know, as they talking, I hear something go. I look and I seen Tommy kind of like in the door, like coming out the door slightly. He's slightly coming out the door. But the dude, Frank, I didn't see it. But my man that was sitting on the bench, kind of that's close to where I said the steps at we work out at and to where that back door is at, my man said he smacked the taste out of goddamn Tommy mouth. I was like, what? Man, this is my word. Tommy ain't had that damn pack. When he smacked Tommy, now I see Tommy, he come out the joint. He ain't coming out like he running, but he coming out the door. He's not fighting the man back. Man, he come out that damn door. You see Frank like, yeah, nigga, you better have that damn money. You better have that damn money. I don't care where you get it from. You gonna give me mine one way or the other. I ain't playing with you. So Tommy like, man, look, man, I'm gonna get your money, man. Just calm down, man. So now the other white dude that he deal with that came over there like, man, you straight? And this is kind of a big white dude that was in our pod too. He come over there and asked Tommy, was he straight? Tommy looking like, man, I'm good, man. You good. Just stay out of it. And Frank looking like, yeah, stay out of it. You gonna give me my money one way or the other. You gonna give me my money way or the other. I'm like, damn, I'm looking at Jay. Jay tightening his boots. Jay tight, like he had on boots. Now he's tightening the laces. That can only mean one thing in prison. He's ready. So I'm like, damn, hell is going on here? I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. This is nuts. What the hell is going on? So boom. Time go on a little bit, y'all. He smacked dog shit out goddamn Tommy, but a little time has went on. I'll say probably like 3 days has went on. So now we're in the middle of the week. And Tommy don't have nothing. Usually the package used to save him. You know what I mean? Usually the package used to save him. So now he owes me. And I'm not tripping. I didn't say nothing to him at all. I promise y'all, I didn't say not one word to this man. And I gave this man $25 in food. But it was actually big items. But I gave him $25 damn in food. But I didn't say nothing to him. So boom. 3 days, 2-3 days go by. You know what I mean? Where you see Tommy dumbass at? He back at the poker table with the Predators. Like, why? These people playing the store day. We go to store day on Friday. Tommy told me he's going to get the stuff. He's going to be able to pay me my money this weekend because he's going over on the weekend. But he's back at the table with the Predators. I've been told myself that money is lost. That money is gone. He smacked the shit out you. You owe him. You owe me. You probably God knows who else you owe. I'm not going to get paid. I wasn't even tripping. So look, he back at the table with these psychos. What the hell is wrong with Tommy, dumbass? It's crazy. Man, it's my word. They play all the way to store day. Tommy get drugged, man. They drugged Tommy, dumbass. My homeboy, that's the blood, we was in class. He said, man, Tommy, this was on Wednesday, Thursday probably. Maybe Wednesday, maybe 2 days before store day. He said, Tommy down 1,900. I said, oh. I said, you lying, bro. He said, man, that man got Tommy down 1,900 on the paper. He said, man, I went down that junk. He said, man, I went up $30, man. He said, then I ended up going down $10 on paper. He said, I went in my cell and gave that man the $10. He said, I told him he ain't got to wait the commissary. He said, but when I looked at that paper, he said, he seen Tommy Jones say 19. He said, Tommy just keep ordering $50 at a time, getting drugged. I said, man, this is not going to turn out good, man. This is not going to turn out good. Now, through the midst of like a month or so that Jay has been in a pod, the other Predator, now he done got his job, I guess that what he was doing in the other pod, he done got his job switched to over in our pod. Jay actually was cool with Frank. Frank was cool with the other old head that allowed them to stay in our pod. I told you, you always have to know somebody that knows somebody to be able to stay in my pod. If you was somebody that had a lot of time, even if you was somebody about to go home, you still had to know some damn body to stay in there. Unless they just move you in there like you in there. He had to holler at somebody. So I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. I'm like, damn. Bro got his job switched. So now he end up, the dude Jay, now he's working late night. Like he running around at night. You might see him over down, you know what I mean? At Frank's cell talking to him after the poker game. He used to clean the showers. So now he a dude running around, you know what I mean? You'll see him go back and forth from Tommy's cell down to the dude Frank's cell, you know what I mean? I'm like, crazy, man. I'm just, sometimes I just come to the door and just look and be like, I can't believe I'm finally about to leave this madness, man. Like I seen enough, y'all. 16 years of it, I felt like I seen enough, man. I got locked up at 17. I came home at 34. I learned my lesson. Man. If you don't learn your lesson from that, you in a damn way. I'm telling you. But I'm viewing all this stuff. It's a crazy situation, man. So now, Saturday come, the moment of truth. Everybody's waiting on Saturday. I'm not waiting for my money. I'm kind of waiting to see how this is going to turn out. You know what I mean? Because I kind of don't want to go on lockdown. You know what I mean? For something crazy. I know how this Predator stuff be ending and it be crazy, but I'm not really trying to go on lockdown with my little bit of days left, y'all. I'm not trying to do it. So boom. Saturday come. Everybody's waiting. Tommy, at first, people thought he probably wasn't even going to get a damn visit. Man, it was like one something. He's sitting in there, everybody in the pod, waiting. Intercom come, they call his name. He shoot to the cell. He shoot to the visit. Went to the visit. He come back from the visit with this stupid face, man. Now, I don't know what Tommy girl or his aunt or whoever he was coming to see him. I went over there once when he was there. My brother came to see me, and I actually seen him in there with a white lady. But I don't know if she was his mom or his aunt or his girl. Now, it couldn't have been his girl. Let me take that back because he wasn't in there kissing on her, hugging on her, nothing like that. But he was actually at a table with another white person. She was white. I mean, she was a white lady. And I guess who else was bringing the drugs in? You know what I mean? So he come back with this stupid look, man. When he come back with this stupid look, this is my word. As soon as he walk in the door, Frank wasn't playing poker or nothing. Him and Jay was standing at the back of the wall. He was standing back there, just waiting on him. You know what I mean? The dude Jay, he pull up on me earlier that day and was like, look, bro, he like, look, man, if I go end up going to the hole, man, look, just get a TV to such and such. I'm like, who? He like, my man right here. I'm like, the dude he came in with. I'm like, all right, bet, I got you, bro. All right, you know what I mean? He done paid me. I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? So boom. Tommy take the long walk. He don't get on the phone. He don't go talk to none of his friends. He walked straight over there to where Frank's cell was at. It was kind of in the middle. You know what I mean? Behind the other steps. He go over there. He talk to him. You hear Frank say, man, you gonna get my money. You gonna get my money. You gonna get all my damn money. I ain't waiting no more. You got me effed up thinking I'm one of these dudes. You better ask somebody. I want my damn money. You gonna give me my money one way or the other. So he keeps saying one way or the other. I'm like, what do you mean by that? What you mean? One, like you might kill him or you ain't gonna get it if you kill him, Frank. So that's what I'm thinking. But he keeps saying, you gonna give me my day. So now the whole pod is looking, everybody's looking like, and you just see Tommy, he just stand. He really don't got no answer. His peoples won't bring him the pack. He just lost his whole commissary bag the day before. You know what I mean? I'm looking like I'm not gonna get my bread, which I don't even care. You know what I mean? I don't care about that money. So I'm just like, damn. So boom. They don't do nothing to him. They don't do nothing to him, man. You know where his dumb ass was at after 6? Back at the poker table. Now, I don't know what he told these people, but he was back at that damn poker table. You hear me? He was back at it again. And I'm like, what are they playing for? He don't have no damn money. What is he playing for, his cheeks? Pause. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what is he playing for? He has no more bread. The man played the poker. And I don't know, that was the bait him in game. Boom. Me and the blood dude, he on the phone right here. I'm on this phone. I'm facing the poker table, but he's sitting in the chair this way, but he looking back. Because dudes got a little loud. It wasn't Tommy and Frank. They got a little loud over there, a couple of people. And he looked back. He like, hey, bro, this is my word. They cheating the hell out of this dumb ass. I'm like, he was like, man, I was like, yo. Man, he was like, man, that's my word. They cheating his dumb ass. They cheating him. He was like, man, that man dumb as hell, man. He was like, man, I'll be glad when I go home. I said, me too, bro. This is my word. We locked down. No telling how much Tommy lost around this time, y'all. In my mind, I'm like, this is nuts. Like, I can't believe I'm witnessing predator activity before I go home. Because I know for a fact that dude Frank want his bread one way or the other, like he say. And he's a damn predator, and you gonna give him his bread. Man, that's my word, man. Tommy slept in the last cell on the top tier. I forgot what number that was, but it's the last one on the top tier, not by the booth, the far end, by the back door and all that. He slept right there. The dude, Jay, works the night shift. I'm in the cell. I'm in the top tier. I'm on the same row as Tommy. You know what I mean? But my cell is like, it's the beginning of the top tier, then it go down, then it turns, and then I'm like the first couple cells from where it turns at, and it goes all the way down to where Tommy was at. So I could come to the door and look at the whole pod. I can see the phone, the TV, over here, down here. I can see everything from my jump. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll get up and come to the door. But when I got up and came to the door that night, I seen Frank moving around. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the hell he doing moving around? And then I see the dude, Jay, you know what I mean? I see him and Frank, like they kicking it. They over there by the phones, but the lights are off in the pod. You got a nincompoop working the booth. I don't know who this lady was. She usually come in at night. All you see is her in the booth. I don't know who this lady was. Next thing you know, you see them shoot down, like further down where I was at. I can hear them coming up the steps, and I heard them hit the corner. Man, it's my word. I'm thinking it's both of them. So I'm in the door being extra nosy. I'm looking out the crack. My crack, I can see all the way down. When I look out the crack, I see the dude going down there. I know it's him. I see the bald head. When I look over here, I see the dude Jay at the booth. Like he talking to the lady. You know what I mean? Like he spitting some game. He just told me his peoples was in the next building. That's why he trying to buy the damn TV. But he talking to the lady like he hollering at her. And next thing you know, you hear a door open. Now at night when it's late and everybody is locked down, ask anybody. You can hear when doors open. You hear the door. Man, it's my word. You hear a door. The door open. When the door opened, you heard it. What the hell? I'm looking. I don't see Frank no more. He's missing. I look harder. Now, I don't see nothing, but I can see the light on from the last cell. The light is on because the door is open. You can see the light blurring. I'm like, what the hell going on? I look at Jay. I read him. He's standing by the booth. He like you can tell when something going on. You can read it. He like, then he started making his way up there. Man, they go in that junk, man. I just heard a bunch of. The lady didn't say nothing. Man, the lady didn't say nothing, man. She left Tommy ass out back, man. I promise y'all on everything I damn love. I really couldn't believe I was witnessing this before I went home. I said, oh my damn God. Now, I was just hoping he was beating his ass. That's what I was hoping. Or the dude Frank was beating his ass if I seen Jay go up there. And when I seen Jay go that way, I laid my ass back down on that bed, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, because I ain't even know what they was gonna do. I was like, I never seen this tactic. They tricked the lady to open the door, and he went in there and whatever they doing, I couldn't believe it. I laid my ass back on the bed. I was like, man, shit crazy. This is nuts. This is nuts. And it's my word. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. No police ran in. Nothing. Nobody was saved. None of this stuff. Boom. We wake up for the next morning. Everybody come out. I know everybody saw it. Everybody was on the door that wanted to look. Everybody heard it. We come out. I come out. When I come out, I see everybody gathered up over here. I see Tommy with his little couple of white friends. You know what I mean? I see Frank and his homeboys over here. You know what I mean? I'm like, I come down the steps. I shoot over here by the blood dude cell. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, bro, you heard that fuck going on last night, bro? He was like, yo, man, Tommy came out that junk walking funny this morning. I was like, what? He was like, man, Tommy came out that junk walking funny this morning, bro. He was like, man, that dude Frank went in there and he violated him. I was like, he violated him? He was like, bro, you know what I'm talking about, bro. I was like, man, you lying, bro. He was like, man. He said, look at Tommy. When I looked at Tommy, y'all, Tommy had the face of, I'm cool, but I'm cool in my mind. My whole facial expression looked like I just saw a damn ghost. He was like, I don't even think he knew he was walking around looking like that. Like, he's standing back there with his friends like, and they talking to him. You see Frank over there in the cut, over there with Jay. I'm like, oh shit, boom. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy right here. I was like, man, this is nuts. So look, I go sit at the table with Doc. Y'all know Doc is the old head that I rock with. You know what I mean? That was cool when I was in there. People told me some things about him that I don't know if it's true or not. When I was around him, Doc was good money. You know what I mean? That's all he was trying to do was get out. I go sit at the table with him. Doc like, yo, why the hell Frank went in there and violated? I almost said it. He said, man, why the hell Frank went in there and violated that white boy, man? He said, he gonna have to part hard as hell. I said, he violated him, Doc. He said, man, he violated him, man. You ain't hear it. I said, man, I laid down, man. I don't know what the hell was going on, man. I'm ready to go home, Doc. I ain't lying to you. He was like, man, shh, we about to go on lockdown. I know he is. He's that white boy gonna tell it. I was like, oh, this is nuts, man. Boom. Went to breakfast. Everything was normal. I'm looking at the dude, Tommy. Tommy looks like he's been violated. Frank looks like he got his money's worth. He's looking like he got his money. He's happy-go-lucky. He's running around like when he first moved in the pod. It's no more serious poker player for him. No, he's running around, ha, 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 ha. After he just violated somebody, the whole pod is talking about it. The whole pod is talking that the man went in there and violated Tommy, man. I couldn't believe it. And it's my word. Now 2 o'clock rec come. Soon as 2 o'clock rec happened, two Aryan, I think it was 2 or 3. Now this was my first time witnessing Aryan Brother Nation in prison too. I'm not saying they're in all the states. That they definitely in all the states, but in Virginia, where I was on Sussex and Lawrenceville, was none of them. You know what I mean? I didn't experience that. I got the Greensville. I seen some of them running around. Now, They wasn't in my part of my building, but I seen them on the other buildings. Soon as we went out for 2 o'clock rec, which I didn't go out. That shit was gangland. I didn't go out like that. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Soon as it was outside rec, they said 2-3 Aryan dudes beat the crap out of another Aryan dude. I'm talking about beat them damn near dead. This is my word. Before rec was out, you see our pod come back early as hell. Come back super early. They called lockdown. Dudes like, yo, they locking down. You know what I mean? As soon as they say that, you see Tommy slide out the pod. He didn't even go to rec. He slid out the pod. This is my word. They locked down. They locked our ass down. They locked our ass down, man. I got like 3 days left now, y'all. Like 3 days left of this shit, man. Short. Like, man, this shit crazy, man. No, matter of fact, I think I had 4 days. I got 4 days left. We on lockdown. Tommy never came back. Tommy never came back, man. That's my word. He never came back. Out of nowhere while we on lockdown, because the incident that happened to put us on lockdown didn't happen in our pod, but the couple of the Aryan dude that got his butt whipped was in our pod. They came from a whole nother building to put working in this dude. So we on lockdown. Our building was on lockdown. Over the compound on lockdown. That Greensville was weird. I know we was on lockdown. It was bringing out trays, all that shit. So boom. The first day on lockdown. Next thing you know, I look up one day. I look down the crap. I hear the police. I hear people talking, all that stuff, but nobody's in the pod. We're locked down. Next thing you know, see Frank coming out with the handcuffs. You hear me? With the handcuffs, man. They took Frank out. It's my word. Dude on this side of the till, they talking. They say, yo, told y'all he was gonna tell. I told y'all, you can hear him. That told y'all Tommy was gonna tell. I told y'all that, man. That's why I didn't want to say his name, because he really got violated, man. He out here right now, but he got violated, man. Did he ask for it? He probably did, man. But it's predators in prison, man. That's what they do. You got to be careful. They try to get you all type. Y'all hear the stories. They come all type of different ways. All type of different ways, man. The dude, Jay, get away. He was one of the dudes that was with the play. Now, I don't think he actually violated Tommy, but he was with the damn play. Tommy didn't call his name, man. Tommy kept it a band with him. And I don't know why, but he did. Jay never went nowhere. So now, I'm about to go home now, y'all. Frank is out of there. The Predator's gone. Tommy's gone. Jay is still in the pod. So he's downstairs. I can see he's like in the third cell downstairs. I can see him from his door. So while we on lockdown, I told y'all he'd come out and do the showers. So I'm going home on Monday. Tuesday. No, hold on Monday. Yeah, it was a Monday. He's telling me, look, he's going to come out. He like, look, bro. Now, matter of fact, he sent me a kite. He sent me a kite upstairs. Boom. I get the kite. Kite said, look, bro, I'm going to try to get out tonight to clean the showers. He said, I'm going to get the lady to pop the door. I'm going to grab the TV. You dip tomorrow. You know what I mean? Be safe out there. I looked at the note. First thing I thought to myself, y'all, Walking Dead come on tonight. I'm like, yo, even though I go home tomorrow, I got to watch Walking Dead. Anybody already know we're locked up. I got to watch The Walking Dead. Y'all know that come on Sundays. I'm like, man, I got to watch The Walking Dead. I'm petty as hell, y'all. I go home the next day. But y'all know what I thought about? I thought about Jay was with that predator. He's a damn predator. I was like, man, I'm going to be petty as hell with him, man. I'm going to watch Walking Dead tonight. I told that man, I said, look, bro. I shot him a kite back. I said, yo, I'm watching Walking Dead tonight, bro. I got to have Walking Dead. I said, when I come out, I'm going to tell the CEO, give you this TV. I said, well, I'm going to leave it with my roommate. You know what I mean? He was like, nah, bro, this dude like no, bro, I'm watching Walking Dead. I'm sorry. True story. I said, man, I'm watching Walking Dead, man. But I was being petty any damn way, man. This is my word. They called me. They waited forever to call me, too. I'm ready. I'm up. I get up in the morning. I'm up. I'm up early, like 7, 8. We on lockdown. It's my word. I'm at the door. I'm like, shh. Like 8 come. I'm like, intercom. Hey, look, man. I'm supposed to go home today. Like, what's going on? They like, they ain't, I guess, I don't know. They tell us later who going home. I'm like, shh. Sitting in the door. Keep going to the door. 8:45, 9 o'clock. I'm like, what the? Finally, open sesame. My door open. I'm like, yes. I come out. I'm like, yo, I'ma holler back, man. I'm out of here. He like, where's you gone, bro? I'm gone. The dude, the predator, Jay, he right there in the door. He like, bro, with a TV. I said, man, F you in that damn TV, man. I said, that's my TV, man, you predator. I said, man, I ain't getting you nothing, man. I said, nigga, catch me on the street. I walked away on his, swear to God, I walked away on this dumbass. I bucked on him, man. I told my roommate he can have the TV. That's my word. I said, man, don't get that man that TV, man. I said, it's your TV. I said, put your name on that TV right now. You know what I mean? My roommate do tattoos. Did a lot of my work. He put his name right on that damn TV with that little tattoo gun. I said, man, that's your TV, bro. Buck on the predator. That's my word, man. That's the end of the story, y'all, man. But at the end of the day, man, like I was saying, man, before I got to the end of this story, y'all gotta be careful, man, because predators come at you in all type of different ways. Poker, commissary, being nice to you, like this, anything they can do to just get you on their good side, they'll try it, man. Tommy was prey because Tommy go to that poker table. Tommy was playing with people that was dangerous, man. He was losing money to people that was dangerous, man. And sometimes in prison, dudes make you pay with your cheeks if you weak. Pause. Now, that really don't happen a lot, but if a predator really wants you, that's what he gonna do, man. So at the same time, man, like, y'all just don't put yourself in that situation, man. Don't go to prison, man. And I'm not just talking to the white dudes. I'm talking to all the dudes, man. There's predators in prison, man. And I told y'all they waiting, man. That's why I'm gonna always, every now and then, give y'all a prison predator story, man, because I witnessed it. I witnessed all this at the end of my bid, my last month and change. I witnessed predators work they play. And it was sad, man. But I was happy to go home, man. But if y'all don't want to go through experiencing predators, man, because they still in there. Predators have kids, and then they come to prison, and then they're predators. And there's always going to be predators in every prison in the world. And that's just how it's going to be. So to avoid all predators, please just stay our ass out the way, man. That's all I ask, man. Stay our ass out the way. Don't go to prison, man. Stay out the damn way. That's it, man. But thank y'all for watching, man. Weekend banger time. Let's get it. The weekend banger. Got y'all. Told y'all every play it. Let's get it, man. We in here, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Turn me up, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, send it out to somebody. Somebody gotta know who ain't sent it. Send it to somebody who ain't got it yet. That's all I'm gonna say. Send it to some damn body, man. But I appreciate everybody, man. Staying out the way. The mini-series part 2 coming soon. Y'all be patient. I got y'all. Just chill out. They coming. But y'all know the count. Be safe this weekend and stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.